Monday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 8 a.m. and as you can see, it's pretty cloudy out here right now, but at least there's no wind. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out and make breakfast. Then my dad is going to come with the 48 sedan delivery and we're going to head up the Fox Mine Road and go play with the drone a little bit this morning. Looks like my dad is here at the 48 sedan delivery. Now we'll head up the Fox Mine Road and go play with the drone down the road a ways. Just after 8:30, we made it out to McVeigh, no problem. As you can see, there's the train tracks and the sign. Now I'm going to send the drone up and we're going to fly around the train tracks here and get a couple little videos. My dad will do his own little video.
Okay, Monday morning we're on location. We're at McVeigh. Yes, McVeigh, the rail siding, and the staff has that buzz thing going, the big mosquito. All right, this morning we woke up to plus 12, but feels like plus 12. But on the yo-yo scale, plus 54, but feels like plus 54. Yes, oh, we don't have anything that new. All right, so we're out here. And it is the USA Memorial Day weekend. Yes, we're out here celebrating. I guess you cannot say celebrating. We're doing something different. We're doing an adventure. Yes, an adventure. The staff has the drone up. I don't know if we can see it. I don't feel it, hear it. I can hear it, but I don't feel it. Yeah, whacking in the back of my head. All right, so this is where we loaded scrap out. I'll turn the camera around and chat about that in a few minutes. Yes, we have all the sandflies, so that's okay. They'll be joining us. Let's do a quick scroll like we do in the kingdom. Look at this. We have some orangeness. That's from the mining days. Yes, when they loaded the ore out of here. All right, so we'll scroll a bit more, and there's the sun. The smoke is, how would you say, dissipating? Where's the sun? There it is. Over here? Over there. It's here somewhere. But this morning when we woke up, it was bad. Yes, because of the gong show mining. Yes, 400 people, how would you say, working to make the mine. And then 200 people for forest firefighting. I don't know, the staff's pointing at me. I'm getting distracted. I'm going to have to keep scrolling here. All right, this is not really planned, but oh well, we're out here. At least there's no wind. She's got the drone up. All right, now I'll switch the camera around and do the history of McVeigh. Yes, things we did here. Okay, we'll add in the film drone footage of the staff. So that's the road in. You'll be able to see it in the ring. So they came in with the ore from Fox Mine. They dumped on this side of the tracks. Was copper or the zinc. One side was one way, one was the other way. Then over here, you cross the tracks and you came down this road here. All right, and then you came around. This was all paved. And you turned the truck around and you backed out to the concrete loadout right here, because there's a siding right here of the tracks. And this is where they loaded the copper concentrate or the zinc concentrate to go to Japan, because Fox Mine was built with material or funding from the Japanese company Mitsubishi. All right, so we arrived in 1996 and we were loading tearing down the Fox Mine, and we were loading the scrap metal out of here because the rail was the best way. So here's a picture we took 29 years ago. Ooh, the glare. All right, so that's a loaded rail car, and the picture was taken with the car about there because of the background back there. So that tells you how we loaded rail cars, because that's how you get the maximum amount of weight, and everything was small. Number one, prepared steel, as I called it. So I've had this photo in the office for how many years, and I'm smart. And we wrote on the back, June 1996, full tonnage, railcar scrap. So this brings back good memories, and you can see nothing's changed in 30 years. Still orange and stuff. Unreal. But oh well, we're having fun. And there's the drone zooming past as the staff is having fun. She's still learning it. It's a good day to fly because there's no wind. All right, look at that. Shall we wave? All right. So you guys will watch that video. Not sure when. We'll have it after this or before this. Okay, that's looking south towards on the train tracks towards the Paw, Manitoba. That's where the line would originate. But this is called the Sheraton Sub because Sheraton was a mining town which I would say closed up and moved to WHO-ville here. So they had spot the rail car in here. There was 2 tracks, so you can see the remains of it. But back in the day, there was concrete up here, and they could back right up to the rail car and end dump the copper concentrate and zinc concentrate, and same as over there. But when we arrived, the concrete was all gone, which would have been nice for loading rail scrap. So we came down here, drove down this little hill, and then backed up. Yes, we backed up because we had the end dump, which is now the black shed trailer in the yard. So we'd back up and dump here. But I was the 3rd or 4th guy to take on Fox Mine disassembly. So this scrap metal, everything was here before. We just followed suit like everybody else. And this is where they unload the lime cars for the water treatment plant at Fox Mine to treat the water as they went mining. So when it rained during the spring, this lime crap was a hell of a mess. Yes, a hell of a mess. Unreal. But it brings back memories. 30 years ago, we were out here having fun, thinking we were making money, but we weren't. Oh well, the memories.
9 a.m. and I was having fun with the drone, and as you can see, the battery is running out. It will fly right back to home and land right in front of me here. Let's see if it'll actually do it.
Landing.
It's telling me it's landing now. You can even see me. Look at that. It will land right where I tell it to. It's beeping because I'm standing beside it. My dad is down doing his own little videos here. I will change out the battery in the drone, then send it back up again. Just after 9 a.m. and I have the drone battery changed. Now we're going to start heading back to WHO-ville and stop on the way back over by Gimmel, and we're going to see if we can find the little spring. That way, if we can find the spring, my dad can get some nice clean water from it. So we'll send the drone up and kind of hover around over the trees and look for this spring.
Okay, the staff did good today flying around. She wore out one battery, and the bugs are bad. And of course, where's the bug off? At home, yes, at home. Oh well. All right, we've had enough of the memories. It's been 30 years, almost 30 years since we were here, or came here first time. I think 20 years since we were actually back here. All right, let's head back into WHO-ville and see what else we can find.
Almost 9:30, we just made it past Gimmel. We're gonna send the drone up and see if this where the road to the spring goes. If not, we'll look around and see what else we can find. Sent the drone up and looked around, but there's too many roads that go different places in the bush, so we're not exactly sure where this spring is. Now we can head back into WHO-ville and continue our morning routine. 10 a.m. we made it back into WHO-ville, no problem. My dad's on his way to the kingdom. Now I can head inside and let the dogs out, then start editing all the videos. At 2 p.m. I'll go up and check the mail, then head over to the kingdom. I don't think we're doing very much today.
Okay, we're back in the kingdom, and we'd like to thank the ladies of WASP who are no longer with us. That flew this Beach 18 when it was brand spanking new. Yes, we'd like to thank the ladies who are no longer with us. Okay, we'd like to thank the guys that ran the T9 traction swing crane. It's United States Navy, and it was 1940s. Yes, so those members are no longer with us, and they were using it to hold up the tail of the plane. That was a good suggestion by a Kingdom follower, YouTube subscriber. So once again, we'd like to thank the fellows who are no longer with us that ran this cat when it was brand spanking new. Okay, we'd like to thank the military members that ran this T9 traction swing crane. It was 1940s again, and it became the famous black cat. So once again, we'd like to thank those members who are no longer with us that ran this cat when it was brand spanking new. Okay, last but not least, we got to thank the members that ran the D74T. As you can see, the paint is fading away and shows that it is a military issue cat. Yes, 4T, and it was 1942, I think it was. I'm not quite sure, but we have to thank those members who are no longer with us.
1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had craft dinner today and it was actually pretty good. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now, 24 degrees Celsius, which is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. As you can see from my weather board, it is still pretty windy out here right now. At least it's blowing away from WHO-ville, but that is supposed to change in the next couple days, so hopefully they get the fire under control. Now let's head inside and wait for 2 p.m. so I can do the mail and head to the kingdom. Almost 2 p.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head up and check the mail, then go over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. Just after 2 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. There was nothing in the mail today, but that is normal. Now we are going to head out and put up this flag here, so I'll unwrap it and then head down to the shop and see where my dad wants to put this flag up. Change of plans. We are not doing the flags today. It is way too windy out here, and that is the flag we have to change, so we don't want to touch it or do anything out of respect. We won't be able to handle the flags with care, so I'm officially done in the kingdom. I'll grab my dog treats and head back into WHO-ville and do the weather at 4:30. 4:30, and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 27 degrees Celsius, which is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. As you can see from my weather board, it is still pretty windy out here right now. At least the wind is blowing the fire and the smoke away from WHO-ville. Not sure if you can see it there, but that right there is the original fire. It has lit up again with all this wind. Hopefully it keeps pushing it that way, because the kingdom is just over here outside of WHO-ville. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out, get supper ready, and end my day.
Okay, we're done for the day. It's a little too windy, and the boss was nice enough to let us have Memorial Day weekend. Yes, Memorial Day took it off to remember the members who served and who are no longer with us. And we have quite a few items in the kingdom of the USA military. All right, so here's the flags in their natural state of being tangled up. But tomorrow will be a regular schedule programming. The boss will make us work hard. He's such an asshole. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.